If you have subscribed to this channel, ngongo, only here on Colors. Colors. Only here on Colors. Only here on Colors. Only here on Colors.
Pag sa akin, paulit-ulit. Pag sa kanya, ang galing. Parang may variety talaga yung
If you have subscribed to this channel, press 1. If you still haven't subscribed, tell me why not, you sick fake son of a bitch. Anyways, hi, we are finally back. Straight to the point, what is voiceover, voice actors, or voice talents? They are the ones who we don't usually pay attention to. For example, ito yung mga welcome to this year's newest and grandest. Tsaka yung sa mga, sarap. Yung mga ganyan-ganyan sila. Sa mga commercial, movies, advertisements, yan yon. And I've always been fascinated with So, okay, going back. So, commercials, movies, advertisements, I have always been fascinated.
God bless you, Mama Mary loves you.
I've always been fascinated with these things. Ewan ko, kasi siguro I grew up, yung lagi ko silang ginagaya. What made me more into these kind of things? Kasi one day, dahil syempre quarantine, ang dami nating free time. I was scrolling through my Facebook and then I saw Inka Magnaya's video when she was making this voiceover regarding the Colors channel. She was doing the famous line, only here on Colors. Only here on Colors. Tapos yung mom biz, yung gumaganon siya. Na-fascinate ako kasi I grew up watching that. Hindi ko alam kung sa cable yun. Alam ko free lang yun eh. Yung tsamba-tsambahang channel sa TV. So doon talaga ako nasimulang nainganyo sa culinary. Kasi I would watch non-stop the cooking shows. Kaya she was her voice was very familiar to me. And given that I'm quite into this kind of things, I looked into her. So she has this YouTube channel. Ito. Ayan yun. Ayan ha. Hindi po ito collaboration ha. Talagang ako'y nabaliw lang sa kanyang sa kanyang boses. Ang awkward ha, naghahawak. Wala kasi akong mic stand pa ha. Ano lang to, ninayang ko lang to sa, sa earphone ng kuya. Going back. And then she did this one video wherein she was discussing, wow, baka i-dissect yung mga word ko ha, sabihin. Alright, disclaimer. Bago pa kayo maglagay ng mga hate comments dyan, although alam ko yung mga kakilala ko nagtatype na yan bago pa nila mapanood, I am not claiming that I am a professional voiceover artist or kung ano man yan. I just really wanted to explore more. Since it's quarantine naman, madami tayong time, I just wanted to make this video for me to learn and have fun with you guys, diba? Madami naman tayong time, so why not, diba? Let us set aside all the negative things for a while and let's put our attention into something else. Ayan. Colors. And then her YouTube. She was discussing how she became a voice over artist or why she became a professional in her job. Yung pala, ang buong pamilya niya ay ganun. Imagine, yung sinisermonan ka ng nanay mo pero ang sarap sa tenga, no? Sana all ganun, no? Kasi nanay ko, ganun yan. So, sa kanya, yung buong pamilya niya ata halos, yung immediate family niya is voiceover artist silang lahat. So, imagine, diba? Tutawagin ka, di kaya, Jenny is ready. Wow! May pag-ganun. Alright, so, she discussed a few exercises on how to enhance your diction, your pronunciation, if ever you're into these kind of things. So that is what we're going to tackle today. Again, I'm not saying that these are the perfect and these are the right or correct ways to exercise for this kind of things. Basta nakita ko lang siya and I wanted to try it for myself. Right, so first one, reading out loud and recording yourself. So, about me, alam ko ayaw nung malaman. So, I have been into theater ever since I was in elementary. Ay, hindi naman elementary. High school naman. And every time I would perform, syempre ang nanay ko being an OFW, gusto yun,
Video ka na,
ganyan. Tapos, ayoko talaga nang pinapanood ko yung mga video ng mga performance ko or kahit may group project o di kaya naman, basta yung mga ganun, ayokong napapanood siya. Nagkikringe ako kasi ayokong nakikita yung sarili kong nagtatry talaga. Alam mo yung parang... And we are back. So, kumuha lang ako ng libro. According to her nga, reading out loud is one of good exercise, easy and good exercise that you could do for enhancing your pronunciation or diction or intonation, yung mga gusto nyong mangyari sa dila nyo or sa pananalita nyo. And just record yourself, but as time goes by, sabi nga niya, mawawala na rin yung cringe nyo or hindi na kayo ganun mako-conscious once nag-record kayo. So, I have this here. One of my favorite, ayan, The Giver. The Giver by Lois Lane. Yan, mga ganyan. Tapos nag-ASMR din siya. Inka, ate, baka naman napapanood mo to. Feeling eh. Pero, hi po sa iyo. Ayan. So, we're going to randomly open this book and we're going to read. Tapos yung boses niya, mabalik lang ako. Iba yung boses niya talaga, ang soothing. Parang kahit na, halimbawa, nakikipag-break siya sa'yo, parang hindi mo dadamdamin. Parang But he knew that the old were not given children to raise. Clarissa's life elsewhere would be quiet and serene as befit the old. Befit, tama ba yun? She would not welcome the responsibility of nurturing a new child. Ay, pangit. She would not welcome the responsibility of nurturing a new child who needed feeding and care and would likely cry at night. Mother, mother, father. Ayan, kaya hindi ako pwedeng maganto. He said, the idea coming to him unexpectedly. Why don't we put Gabriel's crib in my room tonight? Wow, bata ganun magsalita.
Hindi talaga ubra. Ano ba yan?
Kasi, eto ha, isa pang fact about me that no one cares about. Whenever I would read, kaya din gusto ko nagbabasa. Kasi sa utak ko, iba't ibang accent yung ginagawa ko. Ganun ako magbasa. So, for example, magbabasa ako. Kahit nga pag nagdadasal ako, nagro-rosaryo ako, minsan, ano pa yan eh, British accent pa yan. Holy Mary, Mother of God. Okay, continue natin. Last na talaga. Then we'll move on to the next exercise. By the way, this is my first time doing it. Hindi ko to pinractice ha. Gabriel slept soundly for the earliest part of the night. Jonas, in his bed, lay awake for a while. From time to time, he raised himself on one elbow, looking over at the crib. The new child was on his stomach, his arms relaxed behind his head and his eyes closed, and his breathing regular and undisturbed. Finally, Jonas slept too. CHAR. Ayan, so for those who haven't read this book, I strongly recommend reading this book. It also has a movie based on this. On to the next exercise. Pak! Wow, may pag-ganon. Ang init, Mars. Hindi ako pag-electric fan kasi yung mic natin, gaganon siya. Ha! Another great exercise according to her and according to my research. Mag-research si ate. Hindi naman ako super nag-research. Parang nag-skim lang ako through the internet kasi nga, na-curious talaga nga ako. So, one of the effective exercises according to them is to recite tongue twisters. Okay, so first up, eto, Diyos ko, bagong-bago. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Ayan, so basahin muna natin siya ng dahan-dahan. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Ayan, umpisa pa lang. Ulit! Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Bakit peppers? Kaya ko naman to pag walang camera. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, Where's the pack of pickled peppers? Peter Piper picked. Seryoso na. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Yan. Kaya natin bilisan pa ng konti. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, ano ka na? Dali na, isa lang na maayos. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, ulit, di tayo titigil kahit magkagang isang oras tong video na to. Ayusin. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picks? Wala ka ba? Kahit na yung pronunciation mo medyo off. Next. Betty Butter bought some butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So it was better, but
More you hurry till the
Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So it was better, Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter. Ito na talaga. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So it was better, Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter. Okay na yun. Next. Eto, favorite ko to. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck your wood as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could?
How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck your wood as much as he could, and chuck. He would chuck your wood as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Alright, moving on to the next exercise, we have breathing. This applies not only to voiceover acting, but it also applies to singing, pwede rin sa dancing, acting, and of course, dito nga sa ginagawa natin, breathing. Basically, it is knowing where the exact moments or the right moments to breathe, yung kung saan ka huhugot ng hininga. For example, in singing, you have to pick the right part where to take a deep breath so that you could sustain the note. For acting, it is also very important kasi mga pagpiyok, yung pagkapaos, yung delivery ng line, syempre kapag intense na alangan namang doon ka palang hihinga, di ba? And of course, for voice over acting, ano siya, kailangan mo rin malaman kung saan ka hihinga, kailangan alam mo kung tansyado mo, kung basta yung, hindi naman ako taga-ano, ba't ko ba sinasabi yan? Gets yun na yung basta huminga kayo ng ayos,
Pagpreparahan nyo yung linya nyo.
Another exercise is the facial and vocal exercises. Way back, I remember, when we were doing a show, nag-warm up kami. Merong tinatawag na exercise yung aming production manager, which is the gigaw-gugaw. Parang nakakaano, diba? So, kung sasabihin mo lang ng plain, diba, ayan. Gigaw-gugaw, diba? Parang wala lang. Pero, what she had us do is you have to exaggerate your face. So, gigaw-gugaw. Ganon. So, parang yung buong bunganga mo sa yung buong mukha mo, stretch siya. Next is the tongue. So, ini-stretch din yung mga ganar. Next is yung siren. Yung next is the trill of the tongue. So, hindi lahat nakakagawa nito. Minsan hindi ko kaya, minsan kaya ko, minsan hindi. Yung ano, kay Ashley Tisdale, yung sa ano, anong pangalan niya doon sa High School Musical? So, the final exercise is quite complex. People think that it is quite easy, it's quite simple, but actually it has a lot more into it, which pinag-isa ko na siya, which are the... Ayan, so I found one right here. It is a 30-second entertainment industry voiceover script. Let us try. Take one. You're listening to GB Radio, your golden oldies station. Alam niyo yung mga infomercial na it's so hard to find milk. I've been looking for reusable, environmentally friendly for mother ads. If you are an aspiring YouTuber like me, it is very important to know this pronunciation. This. It is very mind-boggling for me because I hear people saying YouTube or YouTube. Ayan, let us all be honest, maraming mga Pinoy nagsasabi YouTube. It is actually pronounced as you.